Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today I have like some random bits to do. I actually was hoping to vlog more yesterday, but Kyle is out of town. I'm gonna pull up a seat and chit chat for a minute. Kyle and Luke are actually out of town camping. So it's just me and Liam and Noah here for a couple of days. And so during that time, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm so productive when people are out of town because I'm like, okay, like I'm not missing out on family time or, you know, time with everybody. Yesterday was like a day full of errands. Liam is so funny. He has really gotten into antique shopping and like antiques. So he kind of is starting to collect some different antiques in his room. He's such a saver and he spends his money on nothing, except now he's like, I finally found something I'm passionate about and he wants to spend it on antiques. So that was really fun. Yesterday we went antique shopping. So I'll actually insert some footage here and then we'll get into all the stuff we have to get done today.
Seen something like this. It's not even having a price tag. It's like this calm in here.
Yeah, it is calm in here.
This immediately went calm.
Wow, this is cool. Wow, this is all so cool. Oh, a little old suitcase.
Yeah, I found
That's
that.
cute.
I just didn't want it, so I just didn't do it.
Yeah.
According to that.
Nice little shutter.
Yeah. Things. See? It even has cobwebs on them.
Yep. That's
Things
pretty
been around
cool.
the store probably, I'm guessing.
Probably a long time, huh?
1950.
This looks so pretty in the kitchen.
What's this shit? Yes. Getting this. I'm gonna buy it. 58.
What is it?
Typewriter. It works. Oh. No, look. 1852.
Okay, right here, buddy.
1912.
1912. That's neat. Oh my gosh, I've been looking everywhere for a stone mortar and pestle. I cannot believe I found this here. I love this. Oh my gosh.
Is this the same thing? Stop. I can actually see through this. Nope.
That was so much fun going antique shopping with the boys. We didn't get much. Noah found this cute little cash register slash like piggy bank kind of thing, but it's like a vintage one and it looks so cool. So that was really fun. That's what Noah picked. And then Liam spent some of his money on a 1930s typewriter. The lady said it still worked, but it maybe needs like a new ribbon or something. But I told him, like, even if it doesn't work, do you want this? Because you have to go into those kind of things with the expectation that they're not going to work. And he was like, yes. He's been looking for an antique typewriter. It was so funny because every time we would go in, like, the store owner or something would come up like, oh, that's so neat that your kids are here and they seem excited. And I'm like, yeah, they're the ones who dragged me out. Like they've been asking and asking and asking. So it's just kind of a neat little thing. But I found something. I wasn't expecting to get anything. I usually just love like going in window shopping, unless if there's something I'm specifically looking for. But I found something that I have been looking for a couple of months. I'm not wanting to spend the full amount of money of the things that I can find online. So let me show you what I got. So I have seen old vintage stone mortar and pestles, and you can, obviously I think you can use them, but I've never used a mortar and pestle in my life, I don't think. And so I more just want them for decoration. I love the texture and just the style and the look of it, kind of like the rustic look. And I saw this sitting on a shelf at the antique store. I was so excited, like immediately I was like, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And it just pays when you take your time with things and you really search out things instead of just immediately running out when you think you want something. Just taking your time and finding exactly what you want, it always pays off. But you guys, look at this. It is so pretty. It's really, really good size. And then you have the little pestle. I think this is the mortar, this is the pestle, is that right? I think so. Anyway, I was so excited when I saw this sitting there, but how pretty does that look? You could stack it on like books, you can kind of put it wherever, but I love the color. I love that stone texture. Can you see how just intricate that is? It's so pretty. But that's the only thing that I got. And then, like I said, the boys picked out those things. Now let's actually get to work. I first have to really quickly clean my kitchen because it's just kind of a mess. The boys and I did like a quick little tidy this morning, but they are actually not here. They're doing one of those escape room things. They have like a summer camp. So they are with some of their best friends. It's like a drop off, and then I'll pick them up here in like an hour and a half or so. So I don't have a ton of time. I want to get the kitchen cleaned, and then I want to pick a paint color to paint our nightstands in our bedroom because we're going to be doing that this coming week. And actually, I think I'm going to start on it maybe tomorrow. We'll probably have to finish it next week though, just because it's like a bigger project. Father's Day is actually on Sunday, and so I wanted to make something really cute for Kyle. This is something that I've actually kind of done for him in the past, but we're going to do like a Father's Day edition, and it'll be really cute. So we'll do some of that stuff once we get the kitchen clean. I have you guys sitting on top of my fridge, so here we go. Okay, this is random, but this is something that my sister sent me. I just got it in the mail yesterday, but this is from Brazil. She also sent candies, like little chocolates. So I'm gonna wait till I'm taking a break from keto to try mine, but I'll give everyone else theirs. But yeah, her husband is from Brazil, so it's super cool. Like sometimes we'll get little Brazilian things like this. And how pretty is that? I love the color. I'm gonna have to figure out where exactly I wanna put this, but I just thought that was so cool. We were kind of racking our brain like what to get for Kyle, and I did order just a couple of like shirts that he was kind of needing. I ordered some from Amazon, but I wanted to do something more special, because as awesome as clothing is and things like that, it's just not a super personal gift. And so I wanted to do something really personal from, you know, everyone and the kids. So when Kyle and I were dating many years ago, one thing that I had done for him was I made him a candy letter. And I had gotten the idea because back when my parents were dating, my mom said that she had made him a candy letter as well. So I thought it would be really fun to just make one for Kyle for Father's Day. So while Liam and Noah and I were out and about yesterday just running a bunch of errands, I was asking them like, okay, what are some candy bars and what are some ways that we could kind of put those candy bars into a letter? So like, for example, you're worth 100 grand to us, or we think you're cool even if you're a nerd, and like you put like nerds where that would be. Love your sweetheart, which would be me. And because we have 3 boys, like love your 3 musketeers, and like you attach that to a board. So basically you're writing a bunch of stuff, but you're incorporating candy into your little letter. So I just got this from Walmart. It was $1. It's just a foam board. When the boys get home, I'm gonna have them actually write it just so it's more cuter and personal that way. But I want to get it ready so that when they get home, we don't have to think it all out. We can just have it all set up and they'll be able to, like, you know, take turns writing on it. Luke's not gonna be a part of this one, but he'll, you know, do some other stuff for Father's Day because he won't get back until like right before Father's Day, so there just won't be time. But let me grab a pen or pencil and we'll start kind of jotting down all of our little letter. All right, this is the pen I found. All the little colors on it. Do you remember these when you were younger? I don't know if they got this from school or they got this from like an Easter basket or something, I can't remember, but that's what I'm using today. So I do need to get a few different things at the store for like candy, just because we couldn't find everything, but we have sweet tarts to be in place of sweetheart, 3 musketeers for the boys, like you're the best dad in the whole Milky Way. Snickers, like we snicker at dad. Nerds. Rolo, like I wrote, even though we snicker, we will always roll over laughing about your dad jokes. It's very cheesy, you have to embrace the cheesiness. 100 grand score. Basically it's like a Heath bar by the Hershey's version of Heath. So like we scored when we got you for our dad. Smarties. Like when you ask your parents a question and they always know the answer. I feel like especially Kyle is like that. Like my kids will ask him something so random and he'll just rattle it off. Like he's just like a walking human dictionary and encyclopedia. So I thought, you're so smarties. You're so smarty. And then this is random, but this is one of my favorite gum. And so I wanted to just stick this in my purse because it's very small and compact and I can just keep refilling it. So that's just random. And then the other ones that I wanted to get, I think really the big one is Reese's Pieces. Like we love you to pieces, and we'll just cover the Reese's part. So anyway, that's what we have so far. Just to keep it easy, when I am going to insert a candy, I'm just gonna use a marker instead of the pen so that it kind of like, I don't know, it'll just be easier to note later. So we sure scored when we got you as a dad. All right, so I am about to have to go pick up the boys from their little escape room. And while we're out, when I pick them up, I'm going to stop at Ace Hardware just to grab some paint for painting our nightstands. Because like I said, I'm planning to do that tomorrow. But then this paint right here that I just smeared on with my finger is the forest green color from Beyond Paint. That's always what, well not always, but pretty much always what I use to paint furniture or cabinets, things like that. The only downside to Beyond Paint is they have only their colors. Like you can't say, I want Evergreen Fog, for example, which is what we used on the built-ins over there and also on our island, because they only have certain colors that you can order from their site. So this is like the closest to what I'm wanting, which is like a really dark green, but this is not even close to dark enough. So the thing that actually inspired me to want the really dark green is one, I wanted to add some color into the room. We painted the ceiling and the walls and everything basically white. It's actually the same color as our kitchen cabinets. It's White Dove, I believe, from Benjamin Moore. And I ordered some really, really pretty green curtains that we're adding in. When I ordered the gold hardware for nightstand and dresser and stuff like that, the knobs were actually shown on this really, really dark cabinet. And if you look closely, it actually it almost looks like a grayish green, but it's very dark. But that's basically kind of my inspiration for those nightstands, because I like that it still pops there, but I just love like the moodiness, and I love that it has an actual color versus being just another fully neutral. Although I do think greens, especially when they're mixed in with grays or whatever undertones, then they can still kind of have like that neutral color. So I'm really cutting it close. It's been on my thing. Like I have kind of some that I've been looking at, but I just haven't fallen in love with any yet that I've seen. And so I'm gonna go to Ace Hardware and just look at their swatches and kind of see if I can find anything that I really love for painting. But I have to get it today because I have to paint tomorrow, because I'm actually going out of town like the end of next week. One of my sisters is turning 30, and so we're all getting together and I have to go out of town for that. So I gotta get this done before I go, just because I don't want to keep pushing it off. You know what I mean? Oh, maybe I'll have to ask you guys on Instagram or something if you have any like moody dark green colors. I feel like the neutral ones are always easy to ask and find, you know, inspiration and ideas for, but it's like the colors that are really hard, because not everybody is using a moody dark green color, whereas like everybody has their favorite white or their favorite beige or their favorite gray, whatever it is. Let's go get the boys and then we'll deal with picking paint. I want to look, I'm looking for like a really dark green, like an olive green, like this kind of, but maybe even darker.
Maybe even darker. Thinking this is about
Jade Romanesque.
I think this is about
That's actually pretty. Oh yeah, that's a little bit more blue, a little bit more teal. This one's pretty too.
Just do it.
Yeah? Yeah, we'll go pretty soon. What colors do you guys like? Is this one or this one? You like that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? And these will be like for my nightstands. You guys both like this one?
Yeah.
You like that one?
I like this one.
Okay. All right, so we are back. I actually just wrote it up because we came up with a lot of things to write on there. And I wasn't sure that, so like we had to pull some things out. So I just ended up writing up, but everyone's gonna help put all the candies on. You guys ready? And then just make sure you look kind of where it is, or it's not gonna cover the words, and then you can push it down. Sound good? And then it should stay up.
Yep, I'm doing big hunk.
So this is what it's looking like so far. We're gonna put all the candies on it.
Mom thinks you're a big hunk.
Mom does think that's a big hunk.
But we think you're nerds. But we think
You won't think that'll hurt his feelings though.
Mom. I know.
He knows.
Because we just said JK at the end. Like this?
And he knows he's a nerd.
Yeah, he does know he's a nerd.
Yeah,
We're all
like-
nerds. We're nerds.
We are a nerd family. You ever have this? So that one we had kind of like straight
All right,
down the
Mom.
bottom, like that.
I need another type. I need
That's
another type.
Do you think that's going to share the candy? Which one do you think Dad wouldn't share?
Probably nerds. Nerds. Smarties like this?
You have to just make sure you don't like cover
Because I'm a
up the-
smarter than him, if you didn't know that.
We always...
Go laughing.
Oh, that's right. We always roll over laughing. That's what it is.
To the best dad in the Milky Way, we sure scored when we got you as our dad. You are so smart.
Yeah. You're so smarty.
We'll just call you Smarties.
Yeah.
the way you know every answer to our questions, and even though we snickers about
Even though we snicker,
we always roll
we'll have to
over.
write V-E-R at the end.
Yeah. Rolo, laugh,
We always roll over laughing.
from your dad jokes. Mom thinks you're a big hunk, but we think you're nerds.
We think you're
JK. But he is a nerd, so we're not JKs. A dad like you is worth 100 grand. Basically, we're trying to say that we love you to Reese's Pieces. Love your three musketeers and your sweet tarts.
That's right. The kids went outside to play, so I figured I'd come in my room and show you guys the paint colors that I picked. Those nightstands are the ones that we're gonna paint. Right now they're white, and honestly the finish on the top, I was okay with it because I knew, like, I got them knowing I wanted to paint them, just because I love the style. I actually really love the Crate and Barrel, kind of similar ones, but those ones are really expensive, and these were like 100 and something. They've held up really nice as far as like the drawers are really nice, but I feel like the finish on them isn't the best. Hi Benji. Specifically on the top, like if we set water bottles, like anything heavy, it doesn't leave like a full scratch, but kind of like I don't know, it's like it takes part of the finish off or something. It's kind of odd. Anyway, I wanted to paint them anyway, just because we have now all white walls in our bedroom. Hi buddy, that was a big yawn. And so I wanted to add in some darkness and depth. I wanted to also add in some color because I love having like a neutral base and then kind of accentuating or accenting the rooms with color. So I really love green. I feel like it's very calming, and specifically like a dark, deep green, kind of like an olive green. So the two that I am kind of going between, which I have to make a choice by tomorrow, is Stepstool Green and Wooded Acres. So you can see like they're fairly similar. Stepstool Green has much more of like an obvious green tone, whereas Wooded Acres, it said it's like deep brown color with green tones. So this is like a green with neutral tones added in, and then this one is brown with green tones added in. So I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want like more obvious green on the nightstands or if I want it to be more subtle. So maybe I'll hold it up to like the gold hardware right now that we have and see, but I'm gonna have to make a choice by tomorrow. And I would love your opinion because you guys are gonna be watching this video tomorrow, or if you watch it on the day it goes up, that is the time that I'm like in crunch time of having to go get the paint made. So I will definitely be taking all of your ideas and thoughts into consideration because at the moment, I'm just pretty stumped on it. I just don't know. We do have some brown tones in here, obviously, which will be good because it'll keep it nice and warm, but I also want to incorporate the green. And so I just don't know if I should do it more in a subtle way or a more obvious way on that. Let me know in your thoughts. Stepstool Green, a more obvious olive green, or Wooded Acres, a more brown tone with green undertones. What do you think? I hate decisions like this. I feel like I struggle with them, and then I second guess myself the whole way through, and then at the end I'm usually like, oh, I like it, or I'm like, that was the wrong choice. So hopefully I'll make the right choice this time. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I think the boys and I are just probably gonna hang out and have like a movie night. That's usually what we do in the evenings, especially when people are out of town and we only have part of the family. But let me show you this. I don't know how you guys are, but I hate sleeping alone. So whenever Kyle's out of town, I will usually take turns with all the boys, like sleeping in my bed. But there's 3 nights and only 2 boys this time, so we couldn't decide who could get an extra night or anything. So there's Noah's pillow, there's Liam's pillow, and there's my pillow. I was sleeping in the middle of the bed for a little while. That really hurt my back. So then one of the boys, I guess Liam, went in the middle for a while. But yeah, this is my sleeping arrangement while Kyle's away. But I hope you guys had fun just kind of hanging out and getting some stuff done around the house and doing that Father's Day letter. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.